What up, Winbush here. And my buddy Posse just put me onto this website that will let you download terrain data from anywhere in the world, absolutely free. That means you could go to anywhere, specify what you want to download, get that terrain data, and put it inside of any 3D application that you want. And it even comes with textures as well. As you can see right here, I'm using an AK texture. But enough with me talking. Let's just jump right into it. So I'll leave a link to this down below. It's called MapNG. And if you look right here at the map, you could just kind of pick like anywhere that you want. I didn't see a search function, so you're going to manually just going to have to pick an area. So let me come down here, and in the bottom right hand corner, you could click on satellite. So that would give you a better indication of what kind of data you want. I usually like these type of terrains somewhere around here, like these canyon type areas. And if I come over here on my left-hand side, you can see that we have resolution output. It's going to be by default 512 by 512. Let me left click on this, and I'm going to go up to ultra. And also by default, it's going to put it on standard. But if you're inside the US, you can put it on dim, which is going to give you more accurate terrain data. Now, when I put it at 8K, like whatever I have inside of my viewport, this is the data that it's going to download. If I come over here under resolution, let's just put it at standard. You can see that we have this box right here. So this box is what's going to export whenever we export out our information that we want to use in our 3D application. But I'm just going to go full on, do 8K. And I'm not sure, like this is all free. So I'm not sure if there's going to be like any type of data cap or anything. But let's say I want to grab this whole terrain right here. So whenever you're ready to grab the terrain, over here on the left-hand side under generate data, we're going to click on this. And this is going to take maybe a minute or two because I am doing it at 8K, but it's going to give you an indicator right here, the different tiles that it's downloading. And once it's done, we're going to continue. And while this is downloading, once again, I want to give a big shout out to Passy. He told me about this on Discord, so make sure you give him a follow. I'll leave the links down below. All right, so it looks like it got everything that it needs. Now over here on your left-hand side, actually down here at the very bottom, I'm going to put this on dark mode just because it is a little bit bright. So I'm in dark mode. All you have to do is hit the moon down there. But if I scroll further down here on my left-hand side, you should see this tab now that says ready to export. Now you can export out in a variety of ways. If I scroll down here, you can do the height map if you want to do that. You have the satellite data, you have the hybrid data. I'm just going to download the satellite, which is going to be at 8K. But the cool thing is you can also download the road map too. Like if you have any type of roads, you can mask those out if you want to manipulate those in your 3D program. And if I scroll further down, you can see that there's several different ways that we could download the 3D geometry. So I'm just going to do GLB, but you can also do DAE. And I'm not really familiar with this terrain one right here, this .ter, but you can download that as well. Or if you want, you have GeoTIFF or JSON files. But as you can see, I downloaded my terrain, I downloaded my texture. So let's put this inside of Cinema 4D. Now, I was experimenting with this earlier. That's why I have two sets of textures and I have two sets of terrain. And the nice thing about it is the way that it's labeled, it has your, I think these are the coordinates that are right here. So all you have to do is match your terrain up with the texture right here, just by the naming function. But I believe the one that we got was this one right here. So I'm going to take the GLB file. I'm going to left click and drag it into my viewport inside of Cinema 4D. I'm just going to click on OK. And there you go. Just like magic, we have the terrain, which is crazy because previously you'd have to pay to be able to get this type of detail inside your geometry, but this looks pretty good, right? So now let's add a texture file on here. So over here inside of my texture palette, I'm going to double click, make a new material. And this is going to be with the redshift nodes because that's by default inside of Cinema now. And I'm going to take my texture, left click and drag it into my node editor. And I'm just going to put this as the base color. And then also, I'm going to bring down the specular on this. So right here under specular weight, bring this down to 0 because we don't need it to be glossy. And that should be it. So now, if I look over here instead of my objects panel and scroll this down, you can see that we have several pieces of geometry because I believe I had to break it up because it is so big. But an easy way to texture this and make sure you keep all your UV coordinates is I'm going to click on the texture that I just made. I'm going to hold down the Alt key. And then I'm going to left click and drag it over this one. And then that should replace it. You can see it replaced it right there. And then here on terrain, actually, now that I look at it, this is for buildings, which we don't have any buildings. But again, I'm going to hold down the Alt key, left click, drag it over this texture. And that's going to replace that one right there. And once we do, you can see that it's really blurry, right? And that's because inside of our viewport, we're not looking at it at 8K. So an easy way to fix that is to click on my material, come down here to viewport, right here under attributes, where it says viewport. Under texture size preview, I'm going to click on 8K. And since it is so big, it's going to take a moment to pop in. But once you do, you're going to see it in all its glory. So there you go. That just took a moment or so, but now you can see we have our AK texture on the terrain, and it's all inside of True 3D. So if you build a lot of maps for TV shows like I do, I mean, this is going to come in really handy. Back in the day, I used to use terrain.party, but that recently got shut down. So I had to use other applications like Dim Earth, but this is a free application that anybody has access to. I know if I go back to the website and let me scroll up here, right here for like the dim data, it says USA only. So I think for this option, you can't use it outside the United States, but you should be able to still use the standard one no matter where you're at. Now, this is going to be big for anybody out there that builds a lot of maps for TV shows and movies like I do for my day-to-day job. This is something that I've been looking for a very long time. So big shout out to Posse once again for bringing this on my radar. And I'm going to leave the links down below, so make sure you check it out for yourself. So once again, my name is Winbush. Subscribe if you're new. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'll see you soon. Take care.